I have passed my secondary education from the government school, and they don't allow the mobile phones, any technological devices in their schools. So on that time,
Hi, today we are here to discuss one of the wonderful topic that is social media. Does social media isolate us from our loved one, from our dear one, or does it connect us? Right. So we have four students. Let's start from their introduction.
Hello, sir. I'm Raju. I'm the student of room number one, and today we are here for GD.
Very good.
Hello, sir. My name is Karishma. I'm from the room number one, and I'm for here for
GD.
GD class.
Amazing. Yes.
hello sir, I'm Asis, and I'm here for GD.
Hello sir, I am Rudra. I am a student of Pooja ma'am.
That's amazing. Raju, I want you to start this GD. Please have mic.
Good evening to all, and I'm feeling honored to be the part of this show. Today we have gathered here for GD and our points. As I mentioned, does social media isolate us or not? So now I would like to just put my statement. What do I think? What's my point of view regarding this topic? So according to me, I think social media help us to connect to each other instead of just isolating us. Because I have thought a lot, and as far as I know about this topic, whenever you feel alone and your loved one is living far from your home, so you can just simply call them, you can just chat with them, and with the help of technology, we have latest technology, we can just call them directly like video call, and we can just interact to face. Means you can just connect to each other, and what's your thoughts, whether you are in any problem, whether you want to share something with your loved one, you can freely talk to them. And because of it is happening because of social media, it was not available 10 years ago, because we were facing a lot of problems when we have to talk to each other. So that's all about my points. Now I would like to request to my friend Asis share something about this point.
Okay, what I'm telling you, you don't need to request. What one of you can do, you can raise your hand. Okay, I want to speak.
Yeah.
Okay, and I will just give mic to you. Okay, Ashish, please.
Can we go against
Well, exactly, but no problem. See, when we go for GD, we can go against or we can go favor. We can agree, disagree. Next, please.
So first of all, I really thanks to Boon Education, Saroj sir, and you Raju, who gave me the chance to speak here. I'm totally agree with you. Whatever have you said, I heard very carefully. As you mentioned, it is helpful for those people who are living far away from their family. It is help them to connect with that people. But I would like to raise a question related to this. That means, what about those people who are who wants to get rid from these things because they are becoming the more addictive towards this. As we know that 90% youth are using the social media, and they are just passing their time, they are wasting their time, and they cannot utilize their time with in a beneficial way. And just because of this, they are getting suppression, they are getting depression, and they are feeling alone. Even they have a family and all the society friends, even they are getting separate from them. So anyone have an answer of
If
this?
I conclude, he wants to say over here that okay, it actually it does not connect us, it
Yeah,
isolates us, right? And you contradict views of Raj,
yeah.
right? Would you like to say something?
Yes,
Very good, please.
Ashish, you mentioned some lines, but I think that somewhere you are thinking a wrong way, because it's you can't be just blame our social sites. It's just isolate us. If we have a balance, so we can just mention, we can save, we can also just in other side we can say
Continue, Shabash.
we can also just take a help from the social sites, as we know that pandemic time all works and the students studies going, so it's also just connecting to people in a quickly way and just transmitting the message in a large number of. So how you can say that it's isolate us, it's totally depend of us. So we have to be just use but in a limit, because it's have in our hand.
I want to say something.
Very
Uh, I appreciate your point because you are right. Because in pandemic's time, it gives us happy virtual hours. But now now social media is it is a constant source of distraction for our generation. You know that our generation think that we have everything, we have on a single touch we have everything. What do you think about?
Yeah, I want you all not to divert from the topic is here, does it isolate us or not? If you are going to talk about misuse of social media, that is something else. See, one thing you have to understand, speaking English is not only the solution. What is it? You have to be logical. Whether you want or not, when you invest your time over here, you start speaking English. And the world you people are going to encounter, everybody will speak English over there. So what will make you different? Your logical thinking. You have to be logical, so don't go beyond that. So in every sentence, all the terminology you people are going to use, I want you to speak in that sense, whether it is isolating us or not. Otherwise you all are raising good point. Yes, please. Next.
Ashish, for your kind information, I disagree with you on most of the points as you just mentioned that because of social media, it is disturbing you due to you just say no at the reason of stress and taking stand the reason of isolation. You have just blamed to social media. It's up to you. Look at eating food is good for health and drinking water is also good for health. But when you just uh, access it towards anything, it's had some side effect of it. With the same thing, technology also, there is no fault in technology, but it's a person that if you are using social media in an excessive way, it's a side of effect. It doesn't mean that you are just blaming to social media. Whether you want to just say I don't want to use social media because it is the reason of isolation, it's the reason of stress. But for a kind of person, let me tell you, you know there are many doctors and psychologists. They are using the social media to just help the people, and they are just trying to know what is the problem of that person, and they are solving through social media. So what do you think about it?
You have to give some example how it connects us. For example, we can say somebody who is living in 1,000 kilometers far from us. Earlier, it was dream to connect with them, right? But today, it's very easy. So this kind of point we have to raise over here. Okay, Shabash,
Awesome.
good.
So, as I noticed in your statement, everything was totally correct, and I really agree with you. uh, from sorry towards these points, but we all know the reason why people are feeling isolated and separated because of social media. And as you mentioned, it's up to us, it's up to our mindset. How can we thought? Yeah, I'm totally agree with you, but we are just talking about the problems. I want to know the solution. Do you have any solution? Because we cannot forget these things. Because of social media, people are getting people are getting what do you
People are getting Shabash.
yeah, separated and isolated. Because as you mentioned, excessive use of something, it is dangerous for us. Absolutely, you're right. But sometimes social media use for misleading someone, as we know that many of cases in cyber crimes has been mentioned already.
Again, I will come to the point.
Yeah.
Social media isolated. See,
Hmm.
if I tell you to speak about social media, you people can speak hours and hours. That I know.
I can relate.
But I wanted to relate it basically. Na? How does it isolate and
Yeah.
why it does not isolate? That is the point I want. Yes.
Yeah, exactly, that are the reasons for people who are getting isolated. Because with the help of social media, cyber crimes are happening, and that totally that thing attacks on their mind and mindset, and they are broken internally. So that is why they are getting separated. Even they have a family, friends, and all the society. So what is
Okay.
your point
Okay.
of view?
I would love to give a direction to this discussion from here onward. Right. Okay. Have you noticed two friends? They are working together, but they don't talk each other. Have you noticed? They both have. They are looking towards the screen. Have you noticed? I want to speak about this. At home also it happens. Family members they don't talk to each other, right? So I wanted to speak on the same, please. Very good.
Actually, the distance provided by the social media,
Wow.
the
Okay.
distance provided by the social media, because you know that which can damage the relationships individually, our
Hmm.
relationships, it can damage our relationships. And you know that in our in our uh, family members,
Hmm.
they are spending our time with
Hmm.
social media,
With social media, with mobile,
with
yes.
mobile.
Hmm.
They didn't talk with their family members.
Exactly. And that is the cause. When we
That is
don't
the
interact to people of our family, it creates disputes. And that is the reason today people have so many things at their home, but they are not connected. They are not emotional, connected to each other. You must have noticed that our forefathers, our ancestors, they were more connected. Na? They had great foundation. And even they did not have these all things. Right? Krishna, would you like to say something for the same? Yeah, please pass it to her.
Actually, you know that what I saw in yesterday at my home. Previous time, we all us together, enjoying and talking, gossiping each one. But and also just discussion about our stress, our all days, what we did.
Did. Yes.
But nowadays, what I'm notice in my family, they are not talking to each one. They are just separate to their self from the everyone. They think that if I'm going to talk with him or her, so my problem just produce, not be decrease. So
Okay.
it is just making me feel that who's responsible for this? I am or she or this generation.
So when they don't talk to each other, what do they do? Do they have this
They
mobile
just
gadget?
they
Huh?
think that my solution come from my phone, just one off click. But they don't in other side, but they don't think that it's a depression for them,
Hmm.
because they are just going to be searched, so they will be get a lots of option for their solution.
Hmm.
But they don't think that once they go to their parents and discuss about their problems, so it will be solved in just of minute. And you know that experience is the best part of life. If you have experience, so you can just cross your hardest level in a
Hurdles. Hmm.
hardest levels in very easily. So this is the things. And sometimes I just feeling that alone, because of I'm missing the days when I was with my families.
And we all used to sit, under one roof in same roof, and we all
Same.
used to watch television. Do you remember those days? Na? If we notice 5 year ago, 6 year ago, what we did, we just we all gather in one room. There was a television at home. We all watch to each other with each other. But now it happens hardly. People, member of a family, they come, one of the person, they go to one room, another go to another room, and they don't have even. I have noticed, generally I don't allow it at my home. I'm asking to you, have you noticed that some of your family, or sometimes you people too, when you have food, you keep watching mobile? Does it happen? I want to speak. Huh? Yes.
I would like to say my brother is used to mobile phone. Whenever he comes from the shop, na, he just watch mobile phone while eating food. Even when he go to toilet and washroom, he carries his phone in the toilet.
There also.
So
See
he's
how
obsessed with
addiction.
mobile phone. Yeah, it's bad thing because it is just misleading us, because it is stopping us to spend some quality time with our family members.
Exactly.
But it's up to your hand. As I mentioned, you can control everything. So if you really want to control, I would like to provide a small solution. It's my point of view. We just use social media in two things: easy to
Keep your
access,
mobile close.
and second is easy reward. Means when you just put something on social media, suppose you are uploading some photos on your social media and people are liking, means you are getting happy because I got more than this like. Because of this we are obsessed with these social media apps. But if you really want to stop yourself, then instead of getting the app in your phone, you just log in private browser. When you need to just type the password, so you will like, yeah, I'm not going there, then you can control yourself a little bit. And second thing, you can turn off the notification. It will stop you to just be on social media and spend time with your family members. So when you just start doing such things, and then you will see changes in yourself also.
Exactly. These are the way we can just get rid of this problem.
Yeah, sir.
And what I have noticed, one more thing, that the purpose of this social media was what? What was their purpose when they were introduced? Where is it? To connect the people,
Yeah.
right? Somebody who is sitting in America, somebody who is sitting 1,000 kilometers from here in Bihar, UP, Maharashtra, anywhere, and you can connect them with a snap. So it was the purpose of that. But what we have started doing here, we have, suppose we are in this room, right? And now we are just having conversation, we are exchanging our ideas to each other. But instead of that, if you start scrolling your mobile, if you start scrolling your mobile, I start scrolling my mobile. It happens. Sometimes I have noticed this in restaurant also. Have you also noticed?
Yes.
Right? In metro,
Metro.
what have you noticed? If have you traveled in metro or not?
Of course, sir, I have.
What do you notice that 90% of people, what do they do?
They are just putting their leads earbuds in their ears, and they are just watching their mobiles. I don't know what are they doing. They're just scrolling the reels all over the time, and they are just if you don't have a phone in the metros, then you just like
99% people
yeah.
have. And I'm just sharing one experience with me. One when I used to work in the office basically, and we used to go to Gurgaon. It is almost 40 kilometers from here. So everybody in the bus we used to travel, everybody knew each other. हर कोई जानता था एक दूसरे को. Because that time we did not have social media, we did not have mobile apps. So we in the bus when we traveled, we used to talk to somebody who is unknown. But now, two people travel on the same route, by the same metro, by the same bus, even for years, but they don't know about each other. They don't have discussion. This is very dangerous thing. I feel interaction, conversation is the solution of all the problem. It makes you stress out. If you are in the stress and you discuss with somebody, you get. And most of the social media, when you go through it, that it impacts us a lot, mentally, physically too,
Yes.
physically too or not, right?
Of course it
So
is.
if you notice that your father, they have more foundation, they have more bonding to their siblings instead of us, isn't it?
I didn't understand.
You didn't get what I'm saying, that if you notice your father, he has or he had more good foundation bonding with his siblings. Recently, we people have less because we interact less. That I'm telling. Does it not happen? It is happening or not?
It's
So this is the one problem.
One
Okay.
example I wanna just mention here. One example I wanna just mention here. Before times, you children used to play together. We are also part of that times.
Right.
But nowadays, what is going? All children so who's not properly stand.
Exactly. Even
Eh,
5, 6 year
yeah.
old children, right?
They started to just using the phones, and all times they making their self busy. So they are also not connecting with their parents. Their parents also want to just my child is separate because
Yes,
I wanna
they
just
don't.
space. I wanna space.
Hmm.
This is also missing.
Sir, there was a time when I was child, so we used to, save money to buy a one ball.
Yes,
at that
we
time.
all used to
Yeah.
gather 2 rupees, 5 rupees.
Yeah, we had unlimited time at that time.
Hmm.
But now we are able to buy a ball with single person, but we don't have time.
Exactly.
This is the reason of we are living in social media's era. We are busy with our work, with our business. So that is the reason I miss those days, and it was the golden era. We cannot get it back. And now we have started living in technological world, and we just talk to each other but not physically interact with. We are unable to connect our emotion with them.
Exactly.
So that is the reason.
And the responsible is only that we are the purpose social media were introduced. We are not going through that. We are misusing it, or not?
Yes.
Right? So any experience that you feel that when you were a child it used to happen and now this is not happening? Have you experienced something like this? Please.
I want to tell something. When I was a child, my all the friends and we all are together. We all were together and we were play with each other.
We played
But
each other, huh?
but nowadays they are busy in their works and they are busy in their phones.
Exactly. This is the not work with their phone, you know? My God. Huh?
They are scrolling all time reels. I saw that and I said, "Why are you scrolling the reels?" They said, "I have lots of time. I don't want to play with you. I want to scroll the reels."
It gives sudden pleasure, right? Okay. I want to just have the closing comment from your side.
Closing
Right?
comment.
Yes,
Of
please.
course. But before giving the closing comment, I would like to also mention something. Um, I have passed my secondary education from the government school, and they don't allow the mobile phones, any technological devices in their schools. So on that time, I feel just connecting with them because we were playing together, and we are. That's why people are calling that you cannot forget the friends who
School
becomes
day,
in the school days.
right.
That's why, because on that time we are far away from the technological devices. That means we can spend more time with our friends. But nowadays, as we know that we all have a technology, and if we are talking about colleges, we can use a. I'm also pursuing a college, and I well know that we are going together, we are eating together, and we are learning together in our college. Even then, uh, we cannot feel the connecting with each others, because he's with the, just suppose he's my friend and he's sitting beside of me, and he's just busy with someone on chat, who is busy with someone on gaming and all, as you know that PUBG and all. And I'm just looking for them, and I just feel that and that things really make me unhappy on that time, because these things remind me my those days when I spent in my childhood. So the closing point is that if I talk about the closing point, then social media leads separation, no doubt. But if we can control it, then it cannot. Yeah, everything is just because of us. We know that social media is a non-living thing. We can control it, but why we don't want to control it? Because social media give us a short-term pleasure. Just try to get rid of if you really want to separate from it. Anyone wants to say something?
Very.
Recently, we celebrated the Sahara and Navaratri and all these things. We went to fair also. But when I went there, I noticed that instead of enjoying with their families, they were making videos of swings and all these things. So there was a time when we were kids, na, we used to go there and we used to see different things, toys and swings. We used to just be happy after seeing all these things. Now today we have smartphone. We want to capture everything, but I just want to say, just capture in your eyes. It will remain for long time. And if you capture in your mobile phone, hardly you are going to rewatch in the future also.
Exactly, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
So
Related to you, I would like to also mention something, that is, on those days we are just celebrating by the bottom of our heart. We cannot think about the peoples and all. We just were enjoying the festival, as like I have gone number of times to watch the Ravan Dahan, and I just like that mesmerizing view. But nowadays, when I went for any fair and all these kind of festivals, then I just notice the people. They are just like this. They are just getting their phone in their hand, and just
Have some video,
yeah, they
social
are
media
just
and all
making
that.
the video, and they forget that what are they doing. They are not enjoying that, and they just post on social media, and they feel like that yes, I am the one who has like, as I last time I went for the trip Vrindavan. That was such a mesmerizing view there, and I enjoy each and particular moment of my life there. But I have noticed also, because I have a friend on that time. He just you know about the snap makers, yeah.
Snapchat,
Yeah,
that is one of the software, yes.
who whatever we are doing, whatever we are going through,
We are going through,
anyways, yeah, he's just clicking the picture and he's just posting. Hey Asis, please look it. I got the 400 view. I got the 500 view. I. What
Okay,
are you doing,
okay,
bro?
okay. No, this is something else. Definitely, next time we will discuss
Oh
about
yeah,
this also. No?
yeah.
Why we people have become the mad because of likes. We want some like on the social media, and the like that we love people who are unknown first. See, when you like somebody, do you really connected with that person, or just you just have the formal? Most of the time we are formal word, then we liked it. So that is different topic all apart. So we'll later discuss about it. Today it was an amazing session. You all gave you 100%. I love the way you spoke. Right? Give big hand for yourself. Very good, nice.